Well, you knew this was going to happen. Welcome, everybody, to ColbertRadio.com. This is November the 8th, 2010. I knew this day was coming eventually. And I am here all alone. What have we been? We've been through 3 computer engineers, 1 sidekick, apparently at this point a political commentator, our liberal resident, Brooke, she's out sick as a dog, poor thing. I wish her all the best in the world. Brooke, you just get better. You know, it's getting harder and harder. Our political director, his vehicle's in the shop, so he may get here. I think he's on his way, so he may join us. So it's just me. And, of course, why not? It's ColbertRadio.com, isn't it? So what have we got to go here for? What are we going to get started with? Let me just call this up. All right, you know, I love Jewish proverbs. I have this book called "If It's Smoke, Where There's Smoke, If There's Smoke, It's Salmon," and it's about that's a quote from a Jewish guy who has some kind of a fish store somewhere. But I love this one. And tell me if you know who this is. I'll give you a minute. He said, "God does not play dice with the universe." Now, who do you suppose said that? That's it. Time's up. Your answer is Albert Einstein. And I bet a lot of you got that. How about our word from the New Colbert Dictionary, abridged, which I'm in the middle of writing. I'm just about through the letter C, I think. I'm only on letter C, and I'm like at 120 pages. All right, here you go. Here's your word for tonight. Albacore. So what do you think albacore means? I know you're thinking of tuna fish. Well, actually, it's Jessica's creamy-filled center. Think about that one. Okay, for our opening, I'd like to welcome all our cast members. Well, hi, welcome to me. That's it. If you're a friend of the show, if you're looking for something good to do with your money, something to make you feel good about yourself, something that makes the world a better place, we recommend that you go to MUSC.edu and find the Dr. James W. Colbert Endowment and Provost Chair at the Medical University of South Carolina and donate to that fund. You use the discretion of the Vice President and Provost of the Medical University for the furthering of the education of future physicians, future doctors to take care of us. But there are other worthwhile charities. We're very picky about which ones we promote, though. And not that the others aren't worthwhile, but you can only do so much. We also recommend the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which graciously asked me to MC their gala and auction back when was that? It was back on October the 2nd. And it was a great time. If you've never been to this thing, make sure you go next year. Also, Water Missions International was doing wonderful work in Haiti. Those poor, desperate people, some 2 million people or something, still living in tents. They have set up 115 different water purification stations for these people that each one produces can produce up to 10,000 gallons of fresh, clean, drinking, potable water every day. And if you do the math, that's a lot of water. By the way, anybody noticed we're seeing Christmas ads already? Yeah, here we go. We got to get ready. A lot of the Christmas ads you're seeing, though, are for things like Branson, Missouri. Well, I suppose if you're going to do something like that, you really need to make your reservations early. I think someone's about to join us here. I don't know who's arriving. I hope everybody enjoyed the rally for sanity or keep fear alive. Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. We're huge fans of Stephen Colbert here. We like Jon Stewart too, very much. As a matter of fact, we at ColbertRadio.com would like to pay a compliment to Jon Stewart for some of the wonderful things he said about knowing the difference between a bigot and Juan Williams and knowing the difference between a racist and a Tea Party member. I mean, Jon Stewart and the ColbertRadio.com probably would disagree on quite a few issues of public concern. But that doesn't mean he is a good American. It doesn't mean that that's what you should listen to. We at ColbertRadio.com we have a lot of respect for Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. And so we just want to take this opportunity to say, Mr. Stewart, we salute you, sir. Mr. Colbert, good show out there at the rally. We appreciate that. And look who's joined us. Look who's arrived. Percy Hugo. It's tough, but you only got one car, isn't it?
A little bit late, actually.
Did you get your car back?
Yes, we have the car back.
Oh,
it was the alternator. It was fixed yesterday. We're good.
Oh.
The problem was not the car. The problem was procuring dinner for myself and my lovely bride.
Oh, I see.
She's currently downstairs taking care of it. So we were talking about the rally to keep sanity or fear alive.
Right. Well, Brooke, who won't be joining us tonight, called just before we went on the air. Girl is sick as a dog.
We miss you, Brooke.
We miss you, Brooke.
We wish you were here, especially tonight.
I think you got some of those leftist germs from some of those people up there, right?
That can't happen because leftists are simply better than us.
Well, we're going to talk about that because, according to Waring Howe, they are better than us.
Also, according
we're going to rip him a new one.
Also, according to Bill Maher, you're talking about the rally for sanity, to keep sanity or fear alive.
Right.
Right. And so Bill Maher draws a real line in the sand, as does Keith Olbermann, saying, you want to sound sane and reasonable, you got to side with the sane and reasonable. And he goes into this rant about how the right is nuts and the left is full of sane and reasonable people. Liberals are sane and reasonable people.
Well,
and I totally, you know what? I'll give him that. I'll concede that's what he believes. Now, one of the things he said that Jon Stewart, this was Jon Stewart's statement. On the left, basically, this is paraphrasing. I can't remember it exactly. It is just as crazy to declare Obama a socialist as it is for Democratic leaders to say that 9/11 was an inside job. Obviously, and Bill Maher's response. That's a stretch. Bill Maher's response, Bill Maher's response was, well, no Democratic leaders that I know of are saying George Bush planned 9/11, but if you ask Republicans if Obama's a socialist, all of them think that's true. Now,
I'm sorry, I think it's true.
So far, the evidence certainly.
We're going to start with political tonight?
A little bit, just this one thing, because I really had to get this.
All right, go ahead.
So far, the evidence has borne out through science, through forensic analysis, through thousands and thousands of reviews of the tapes, that 9/11 was caused by 19 hijackers who were Muslims. Sorry to say it, 19 hijackers who were Muslims.
Muslim extremists.
Muslim extremists, but they were Muslim. Getting
Radical
on an aircraft,
Islamists.
whatever you want to call them. Just don't say it in front of Whoopi Goldberg and that poodle. The
Joy Behar.
Yes, the poodle. The cure for priapism. That's what we're going to call her on ColbertRadio.com from now on. She's CFP. I don't mean to take up your segment.
No, that's all right. You just better hurry up because this is the longest opening segment we've ever had.
It'll be done here in just a moment. There's been extensive evidence to prove that 9/11 was not an inside job. There has also been extensive evidence to prove that Barack Obama, if he is not a socialist, and let's say he's not, he is definitely.
He's not like a bearded Marxist or something. He's not like Che Guevara.
But he's not. He is more leaning towards socialism.
More like an Allende.
He is following the progress of the Democratic Party from Johnson to Carter to Clinton, which Clinton in '94 was handcuffed by the Republicans, which, believe me, was not the type of handcuff Clinton liked to be. Then you go to Obama, and Obama being the next Democratic president, they have progressively tilted farther and farther left.
Okay. Have you wrapped up there, Percy?
I'm good. I'm good. All
right, look, there's one other thing I wanted to bring up. Elizabeth Smart's kidnapper.
Yes.
Brian David Mitchell went on trial today, and if convicted, I hope there's something on the books that allows a person to be hung upside down by his balls, because that's what this guy needs. I mean, I'm telling you what.
Not even St. Peter's.
Not only do I favor capital punishment for what are currently considered capital crimes, what in the blue blazes just happened here? I see. But shoot, I don't think we use it enough. Anyway, we're going to be right back. I got some jokes for you, Brooke. I hope you're listening.
We're going to finish up this segment.
We're not going to do sports right away. We're going to do the jokes first. We'll be right back with ColbertRadio.com. Take it off the air.